Morning, sports fans. Beer of the day, Yingling Lager. This is going to be a video about a couple of recreations that are here in the villages. And these are, I don't know, I know what one is. I don't know about the other one. I think one of them is in the recreational guide, maybe. No, neither one of these will be in a recreational guide. 3,000 recreations. And I think people get them confused. They think all these recreations are sponsored by the villages or something, and they're not. I have a neighbor over here that started a Mercedes-Benz club. They have over 100 and some members, I think, and they have a meeting every month at one of the rec centers. I don't know which one it is. And it's not part of the recreational guide. You won't find it in the recreation, but it's an activity. I had the Hillsboro men's golf outing every Wednesday here. That's an activity. It's not in a recreation guide. So these are two also that are not, I don't believe, in a recreation guide, but they are clubs that anybody can go to. And one of them is kind of interesting, I guess. It's called Cookbook Club Shares Enjoys Creative Cuisine. Let me read a little bit. I'm not going to read all of it because it's in the paper. Sue cut it out for me. Thought it might be interesting for people that's interested in it. It says members meet once a month to share themed dishes based on cookbook authors and an array of cuisines. It's the highlight of the month for some couples. That's what Cookbook Club founder Judy Dwyer claims members tell her. With either a cuisine, a theme, or cookbook author as springboards for ideas, everyone brings a dish to pass along during Cookbook Club to the level of their experience. I'm getting a lot of couples who claims it's the best night they have each month, said the Village of Lake Deaton resident. In previous meetings, club members have based dishes off of cookbook authors Rachel Ray. What was that? Oh, well, a little tick bird. Rachel Ray and Julia Childs. Themes have include tailgating and appetizer night, and cuisines have ranged from Italian to Asian. O'Dwyer said the club boasts some real foodies, like those who make their own sausage or source out mushrooms. Before the eating can commence, the dishes are laid out on nice tablecloths, and new people are introduced. The member who came up with the theme gives a short presentation on their dish and answers questions like, did you like the recipe you made? Was it easy? Would you ever make it again? Was it difficult finding the ingredients? Sometimes they're really scholarly, O'Dwyer said, of the presentations. And it goes on and goes on and goes on. O'Dwyer started the club, which has existed for about 3 years, to replicate a similar club she attended at her local library in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Go Colts! Where she lived before moving to the villages. My son and daughter-in-law and my grandkids live up in Fort Wayne area. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. So there's a specific recreation, so to speak. I wonder if they cook dishes with meat. Just saying. Cast a line around the villages. Here's another recreation. It's probably not going to be in a recreational guide. Florida is a year-round fishing destination, and the Villages is no exception. Local residents can find ample fishing spots right in one's backyard and resources for both experts and novices alike. Residents and visitors have access to any lake, canal, or stream that can be reached via public property. That seems to be a problem here. somebody sees a lake back behind houses and they'll walk between houses to go to them lakes, and that's trespassing. Some people don't care, but I'm just here to tell you that's really impolite. You shouldn't do that. The Village's Recreation and Parks Department offers a list of possible fishing spots and a map of access points, as well as a list of fishing rules and regulations at districtgov.org. That's districtgov, one word, .org. All state, local, and federal laws apply. Anyone over 16 needs a license, but those over 65 do not with proof of age. That means you have to carry your ID with you. You'd be surprised how many people here don't have an ID. I'm amazed by that. Popular spots for fishing in the villages is Bonita Pond, Summerhill Pond, and Ashland Pond. Fishermen and women can catch bass, bluegill, tilapia, and more. The Recreation Department recommends a catch and release method to conserve and minimize harm to fish. And it goes on and talks about it. There's many fish clubs here. I've gave out a website and a YouTube channel. If I can find it, I'll put it on a link on this one here of a fish club. There's a guy that does a lot of videos. He goes out to several of the lakes around the villages. Lake Griffin, I think, is their most popular one they go to. And they go out and fish for bass and I'm not sure what else. And then they have these clubs and meetings and different things. You know, people from other places come here and talk about fish and how to catch them and equipment and things like that. And they do other things too. I'm not sure what they all do. So those of you that's interested in fishing down here, whether it be sea or saltwater fish or freshwater fishing, there's a lot of it. And we have clubs here. There's all types of fishing clubs here. I can't tell you what they all are, but I promised I'd start doing a video once in a while of some different recreational things that we do here on a regular basis. And obviously fishing is one they do here every day. There are some specific rules about where you can fish. That paper said you can fish anywhere, and that really isn't true. Like, you're not allowed to fish up at Lake Sumter on that big lake. They have a thing now where I think you can pay money. It's like paid fishing. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I read it somewhere where you have to pay money in at a certain time, and they go out in a guided group or something because there's no fishing. There's been people arrested on that dock for walking out there and trying to fish. So I wouldn't advise you to go up there and throw your line in the water. Second thing is, I'm going back a few years. I don't keep up with this because I don't fish around here. But I thought there was a rule that said there's no fishing at any pond on any golf course. We have a lot of golf courses. Now, to my mind, that makes perfectly good sense. You'd be out there walking across the course when people are trying to hit a ball or whatever, and you know, you could get cocked, and then again, you can't have the public walking around a golf course when people are playing golf. So I just double checked them rules. It did say though that there was rules. There was a paper that you could get that had all the local rules on it. So, but I do know that there is a lot of fishing here. I don't know where all the lakes are and where everybody goes, but go to that. If I find it, I'll put it in the link below if I can find it, that the fishing club here in the villages. Otherwise, you can Google it. You guys know how to Google by now. So other than that, I think that's enough for today. That's enough for this little segment. And I'm going to start putting these things out probably every day for a while, because this is the time of year I get a lot of questions, a lot of emails. There's a lot of news that comes out, and it's hard to keep up with it all and put it out there. So with that being said, let me just say, see you guys on the other side.